Hello again everyone and welcome to the Weather Centre. It was a mainly clear Monday over most of South Africa, although it was a cloudy morning along the east coast with a bit of light rain in places, but gradual clearance has been taking place over the area. On the opposite side of the country, on the other hand, it remained cloudy for much of the day ahead of the next very weak cold front. Now that cold front is expected to bring some rain overnight over the southwestern Cape, remaining quite cloudy for those areas. The rest of South Africa will be clear and it's going to be especially cold over the southern high ground with frost expected in places tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, things remain quite unchanged. Another cloudy day expected for much of the Western Cape. A bit of rain expected in places once again, although it will be light. The rest of South Africa, on the other hand, clear blue skies expected for Tuesday and a very warm afternoon expected in the north, especially for the Lowveld. Rainfall probabilities now in the tonight brings a chance for rain once again over the southwestern corner of South Africa, particularly for the Cape Winelands, the peninsula and perhaps even up the western coastline. Over the rest of the country, on the other hand, no rain expected for the next 24 hours. Durban will be mainly clear tonight with light northwesterly winds and an overnight low of 17 degrees. And tomorrow is going to be a lovely day along the east coast of the country, a high of 25 for Durban, and light northeasterly winds are expected to reach up to 15 kilometers per hour. Now, with cold fronts still affecting the western coastline of the country, we'll see westerly to northwesterly winds continuing. Those are going to become especially strong late on Tuesday. And ahead of the next stronger cold front, we're going to see gusty conditions developing tomorrow afternoon over the southern interior, particularly for the Karoo. Moving ahead now to minimums over the rest of the country, and here we see the frosty conditions over the Free State into the Eastern Cape interior as well as for the Northern Cape. Sutherland dropping down to -3, just below 10 for much of Gauteng, and similar conditions expected for George and Port Elizabeth. And Tuesday afternoon, we'll see temperatures rising into the lower 30s over the Kruger National Park. Mbombela gets to a high of 27, 23 degrees for Johannesburg. Much cooler on the other hand over the southern high ground of South Africa, and also quite cool once again for Cape Town and Springbok, both at 17 degrees. On Wednesday, a very strong cold front will be making landfall over western South Africa. Snowfall will settle in over the western high ground of the country. And by Thursday, cold air spreads in across most of South Africa. Winter finally arriving in Gauteng and Sutherland with a maximum of only 4 degrees.
Know more. eNCA.com